show today. The dictator's Jason Mantzoukas joins us live. Hopefully he leaves the nuclear weapons at home. Then we'll show you travel apps to track your flights, predict the weather, and highlight the best places for your vacay. Plus in DV Doomsday, we play Buy, Rent, or Pass on the new discs for The Gray, The Devil Inside, and Chronicle. Also, we've got a first look at J.J. Abrams and Jon Favreau's new show later in the feed. And we'll show you how your extra cash can fund Arctic explorers and save sharks in Fund It. Unless you got zombies breaking down your door, you better plant your butt. Attack of the Show starts now.
No, that's not fair. Not really since midnight. The servers were really jammed because there were millions and millions of gamers trying to all log in at the same time.
I heard you trolled them.
Well, yeah, I used my impressive gamer intellect, and I may have lied and said that I was on the phone with Blizzard tech support, and I may have said that if you were all trying to log in at midnight that it would corrupt your account for good, so you should wait a day.
Kevin!
And then I may have said that I just got off the phone with Blizzard support again, and they said that reinstalling the game would fix it, but don't worry, it only takes a few seconds to reinstall.
How long does it actually take?
Sometimes hours. And
you are such
but the
a
servers
dick.
cleared up, and I got in for a few minutes, so there's that. And then I was like going to bed, and I was like, oh, I feel kind of bad about that. Maybe I'll apologize. And then I thought some more about it.
You want to apologize? So that's it.
I'm level 6 right now.
Okay, I guess we're going to be doing this without him. It's video time. We are going around the net. Yay! It's so weird. It's so weird having an empty spot right here. If you want some idea of just how excited Kevin is about Diablo, our first video will show you. Here is his embarrassingly enthusiastic reaction the first time he booted up the game.
Oh my god!
Kevin, you were not that excited. You just screamed like a little girl.
A little girl who's currently playing Diablo. So, how about that? Why don't you be a little girl who reads a teleprompter and we keep the show going? Because
Did you say Diablo?
Who are you?
Oh, I have many names, Candace Bailey. Habarim, Samael, Error 37.
oh, I hate that error. That's the worst error. You're the worst.
Yes, it is the worst. Hello, Kevin. I hope you're enjoying the game.
Loving it. It is very well balanced. Very pretty graphics too. Worth the wait. 12 years, buddy.
Good, good, good. Speaking of pretty graphics, I hope you don't mind if I co-host around the net for you so you can get some extra time playing Diablo.
Well, I heard extra time playing. I'm happy. I'm on board. Whatever you want.
Yes, well, hello, Candace. Shall we start?
Here's a clip that puts the car back in karma.
For that pun, you'll be doing a few months in purgatory.
No.
I got that on video. This is going on YouTube.
Thank God he did not die in that accident.
I don't understand. Wouldn't you want, like, more souls or whatever?
Well, yes, but the Lamborghini owners, they are the worst in hell, yeah. Oh, no. Always talking about their cars, how large they were, how much they miss them. It's terrible.
Can't imagine.
You know, I've noticed a lot of things you do on this program are in very poor taste.
Tell me about it. It's awful.
Well, how about a change? How about something beautiful and classy?
Yes! Yes, finally!
Yes, yes. And now, a masturbating dog.
I hate you so much, Satan.
Yes, yeah. He was wearing, we both wear white, yes. In hell, dogs masturbate all the time.
Wait a minute. I thought all dogs go to heaven.
Oh, no, no. They all come to me, yes.
Oh no, Mr. Mittens!
Yes.
It's very sad. Poor Mr. Mittens.
El Diablo Chihuahua, yes.
No! You know, at first I thought this next video was something from The Onion.
Oh, no, no, no. These videos from my favorite television show, The Today Show.
You watch The Today Show?
Oh, see? How do you think Ann Curry stays looking so young?
Before she even celebrated her 3rd birthday, little Emmy Lynn Retker became the youngest person to be inducted into the High IQ Society American Mensa after scoring 135 on an IQ test. She was speaking in very complex sentences.
She was complex sentences and a lot of vocabulary. Higher vocabulary.
What else does she like these other cards here? I know that you.
What's that one?
What's this one? Do you know what this one is, Emmy? Oh, sweetie. But I mean, obviously, to raise a 3-year-old with such a high IQ, it takes a lot as a parent, right?
Yeah.
And so I know you were looking for support from Mensa. Oh.
Let the kid go poop! You know, I know someone else who can speak in complex, complete sentences.
I gotta poop, guys.
Kevin, you have to poop.
I gotta poop.
Be a big boy and go poop.
I got a level more than I have to poop.
Go to the bathroom. Oh, no.
I'm good.
Oh.
Hey.
I'm good. You guys might want to just stay over there for the...
Yeah.
Hey, caramba, it's gross.
You just pooped yourself. Tell me about it.
Oh, one ring pants to the bear. Yes.
It's not such a good thing to broaden your horizons and learn new things, no.
Normally I would disagree, but if you were this lady, Satan's probably onto something.
Dios mío. She belongs to the ocean now, and to me. Well, Candace, it has been fun, but but now I must be off for a meeting with Ryan Seacrest. That's right. But I will be back. Ta-ta! Which way is the door? Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Right, devil. Still ahead. Chris Gore returns with news. What?
I got gloves that are +3 to percentage to find magic, but I have another one that's +1 to health regeneration.
Okay. TV Tuesday. See the Grid, Chronicle, and the Double Inside, and how they rate up next.
Which one do I go with? I didn't know you were on B-roll. I'm sorry. Which one do I go with?
Gloves.
They're both gloves.
I don't know,
Regeneration of
Kevin. Look, you never never know what's going to happen when Chris Score is here. Welcome back, film expert Chris Score.
Thank you. It's true, Candace. You never know.
You never know what's going to happen. I know.
You never know.
All right, what's up first?
First, we have Chronicle.
Okay, now this may be the first found footage about kids with superpowers. Did you like it?
Yeah, it really worked. I mean, the whole thing is that the special effects really work, and the characters, like their emotional reaction to what they're dealing with. It definitely sort of reflects a different time. Like it used to be, well, I'm going to use my powers for good. I'm going to use my powers to mess with people and to look up girls' skirts.
Now they're messing with ants?
It's a good use of powers too, actually, if you think about it. It's not too bad. Not too
sure.
bad. So, yeah.
What's the bottom line?
Bottom line on that is, well, first, we could talk about it a little bit more.
Talk about it.
I mean, I just...
Tell me about it.
I love the found footage film.
You paused. I thought you were done.
No, it's a little derivative of Akira, which is sort of a cult anime film and kind of a good stoner movie. So a little bit, but I feel like you could do sequels to it. You could do prequels. You never know, like, sort of like, you never find out, like, how they achieve these powers, how they got them. So there's a mystery with that. And I like having that
What were the different powers?
Unspoken. Oh, they can move. Basically, it's a lot of telekinetic powers. They use it to fly, and it's cool. It's also very philosophical. I thought it was definitely better than I expected.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah,
crap.
no, it's there's
crazy.
some dark parts to it.
Really?
For sure. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bottom line?
Rent it. Rent
Okay,
it.
rent. Would I like it? You said dark parts.
I actually think that you may like it.
I tried to watch it, but the DVD didn't work, so I gotta get it again and watch another one. All right, what else do we have to check out?
We have The Devil Inside.
Now here is another found footage film, but this one's about exorcisms.
That's true. I mean, I think the best film about exorcisms in the world, of course, is The Exorcist. And this one, though, I think what they want you to believe is that, because it's about this girl's mom who committed these murders. Was she possessed by the devil? Maybe. But I just think that, like, it basically means you're supposed to believe in the devil, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the devil...
Didn't you see the devil was here today?
I saw the devil. I like that devil. I prefer that version of the devil.
Okay.
But to me, the devil, if your plan to be the devil is just to possess girls and have them bend in weird ways, I've dated those girls, okay? They're not possessed by the devil. They're just freaks. So, and I think if the devil's gonna have a plan, have a good plan to take over the world or do something really devilly, like, you know, possess a presidential candidate or someone who could do more damage, not just crazy girls.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense to me. Bad planning, devil.
Well,
Bring him back here.
I believe in the devil, and I was actually really scared about this film. It freaked me out.
Wow.
He's laughing back there.
Wow.
But we gotta talk about the ending. The ending
Yes, let's talk about the ending.
was horrible. But
Yeah.
I went into the movie knowing that the ending sucked, so I was okay with it.
Well, yeah, and it sucked worse because I read on Twitter. It was just people were booing this movie openly in the theater because it kind of ends. I'm not going to tell you exactly what the ending is, but it ends really suddenly, and then they flash up a website you're supposed to go to get
do
more
that.
information.
No, that's annoying.
What?
They don't need to
That's
do that.
awful. Yeah, bad.
So
yeah.
bottom line.
Bottom line, pass. I think for.
See, I think it's
pass.
worth it up until the ending. If you can just like walk out before the ending.
Well,
then you're
bring
okay.
the devil back here, and you guys can film a new ending and put it on the
Okay,
end.
all right,
Yeah.
sounds good. What's
Cool.
our next DVD?
The Gray.
Okay, I don't know. I love me some Liam Neeson, but even he could not save this movie. It was really, really slow.
I disagree. I think it starts out a little slow. I mean, it's very psychological. It's also dark. Liam Neeson's character is kind of suicidal, and it has one of the best plane crash scenes ever in a film. You'll never see this movie on a flight, ever. But I like to call this Liam Neeson versus the wolves. It's Liam versus the wolves, which is once it gets to that stuff, it's incredible. And there's a death scene,
Incredible?
I thought it's great. And Joe Carnahan does this commentary, drinking some scotch with some of the other filmmakers, the clinking of the ice cubes as they're drinking some Jameson. And he talks about how you've seen characters die in films. You've seen characters get killed in movies, but you rarely see them die. There's a death scene in this movie that's so heart-wrenching. I mean,
There are lots of deaths in this movie.
there's a lot of death scenes, but this death scene where, like, Liam Neeson's holding this guy's hand as he dies and sort of falls into the abyss, it's heart-wrenching. And a lot of these, like, man versus the wild types of movies, they're always uplifting. It's like, well, I survived, but I chopped my arm off. Hey, I feel great about life.
This was not a.
This one's really dark.
Okay, and what pissed me off
You
about
gotta
this
fight
movie,
wolves.
What pissed me off is that I heard the whole time, oh, it's the Wolf Puncher movie. He punches wolves the whole time. You don't even see it.
Well, there's not.
You don't even see that happen.
Well, and there's a lot. I mean, the other thing is this movie got in a lot of trouble because people thought that wolves were harmed in the making of the movie. A lot of the wolves are fake. They're like digital or puppets that were made by Greg Nicotero, who works on The Walking Dead. Really amazing. Well, yeah, puppets.
That's interesting.
It was wolf puppets. Wolf puppets.
Level 7!
Hey, congrats, Kevin. Okay, so the bottom line.
Bottom line is buy it for me.
Buy it?
Yes.
Chris.
Joe Carnahan. Joe Carnahan is a man's filmmaker. Yes, buy it.
Okay, we've got time for a quick pick.
Okay, good. Let's do that. Being John Malkovich, Criterion Collection. Awesome, great stuff that you have to revisit this movie.
Okay.
Revisit Being
I
John
will.
Malkovich, one of my all-time favorites.
Done.
Great.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Great.
For more gore, check out his Podcrash podcast on iTunes. Still ahead, Jason Mantzoukas from The Dictator invades the studio live. Stick around.
Hey, man. Hey. Are we going to do this, or, should I wait, or?
Yeah, just as soon as I'm done with it, I got to search the Chancellor's altar. It's beneath the Cemetery of the Forsaken. As soon as I get there.
I don't understand any of that.
I just...
Sorry.
Guess roll the clip from The Dictator. See that. Please welcome Jason Mantzoukas, everybody.
Thank you. I feel just awful that I did that.
You don't at all.
They made me do it.
What is your Diablo 3? We all have a Diablo 3. It's like an El Guapo. We all have one.
My Diablo 3 is really just the Call of Duty games. When there's a new Call of Duty game, I will get that game. I will sit in. I have a chair.
You do not have a gamer chair.
I don't have a gamer chair.
Okay, good.
But I have a chair that I use to play games in. That otherwise does not live anywhere near the TV or anything. It's not just. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play the game now. So I go into the other room. I pick up this chair. I bring it in, and I sit down. And it's like half shame. I'm not sure what it is. It's kind of like, it seems almost like masturbating. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna go bad. Though.
The same wave of emotion. Putting lotion next to a computer monitor is dragging this gaming chair out.
And then and somehow 8 hours have passed and I haven't finished.
Right. You're pantsless. You're covered in sweat. It's not done.
And I definitely need to see a doctor.
Are there people screaming to you on a headset in either situation?
I don't do that. I can't do that because there's only so much being shamed by teenage Japanese that I can handle. Because I'm always playing at an hour that I'm like, who's on this right now? And it's either people screaming horrible obscenities at me or just like Japanese kids mocking me. Because I am, by the way, not good at the game. No. I am not good at this game. Well, a friend of mine once watched me play the game and was laughing so hard. He was like, it is amazing to me that I'm watching you not be able to get out of a hallway that you should have been able to get out of hours ago.
Right. Are you the guy that looks up and spins in circles? Are you that bad? Oh, really?
I'm that bad.
But you're that dedicated to your own suck?
I get stuck in places. He was watching me and he was like, do you really not see that there are cracks in that wall? And if you just shoot at that or break through, you can break through that. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I've been there for so long.
You're like my game genie, bro. Thanks, man.
No joke. He just thinks it's like, he like treats me like it's an adorable pet thing. Like, aw, look at you trying to, like, you tried to throw a grenade and you blew yourself up.
You're the reason developers have put in, like, after 5 minutes of an activity, it literally just spells out what you're supposed to do and then just does it for you. It tells you,
by the way,
next time, press these
exactly.
buttons.
That is the exact thing. Hey, if this symbol is flashing, run away from it. Because when it's flashing, I'm like, am I supposed to do something? I don't know. Oh, now I'm dead.
Yeah. The thing that looks like a grenade and it's blinking and my speakers are making a loud buzzing noise.
Yeah.
I should stay in place, right?
And this thing is vibrating. This thing keeps vibrating. That seems bad for me.
Yeah, that means it's working. The Dictator.
Yes.
First of all, you are amazing in it. You are absolutely amazing in it.
Thank you.
Because I can tell that
Thank you.
it's
guys.
one thing to render like a character in real time, and yes, you're playing a character, but your character is so grounded and real, even in this. But even in this farcical
in an
film,
absurd movie,
yes.
yes.
Yeah, in a crazy way, you are one of the most grounded characters in this thing.
Well, for me, it really is. Like, and you watch this movie, and it is like front to back bananas. Like, I am inexplicably the straight man.
Right.
Somehow, I have a giant beard. I'm trying to build a nuclear weapon to destroy the West. The straight man.
Right. Did you? I mean, even in researching for the role, if you're Googling, nuclear weapons and whatnot, are you worried that you're on a watch list? I mean, you're probably on a watch list before this movie.
I'm definitely on watch list.
Okay, good.
Like,
good. As long as
I travel enough that I look like this, that it's bad news. I didn't Google anything. And anything I did Google, I Googled from public libraries, just like I look at my porn.
Right. You brought in your special chair to the library.
Just brought in my special chair to the library, and I was like, guys, my lotion is here. Just go to the Dewey Decimal System for a while. No, for me, it really was like try to keep it as real as possible because everything he's doing, everything Sacha Baron Cohen is doing is so absurd and so funny. And it is trying not to break and trying to come back at him because we're improvising a lot. There's a great script, but we're also improvising a lot. And it's trying to ground it as much as possible because as straight as I can be, the scene's going to be funnier.
Right, and I heard like 25-minute takes you guys
There
would
were
go
times
on,
when we were
literally?
doing, there were times when we were doing like 15, 20, 25-minute takes that were fun. They were like, that stuff's fun because when you find something that you can kind of just get going on and you're with somebody who is like a great improviser, that's a fun job.
Oh, I wish you were with one right now. This
Oh my
interview would
God.
be so much better.
We could be having so much
You would be doing
fun.
well, you do often do stuff with great improvisers. One of those is my friend Paul Scheer.
Yes, Paul Scheer.
You guys have a podcast together.
Yeah, we do a podcast called How Did This Get Made on the Earwolf Network, which is basically me and Paul and June Diane Raphael. We do a podcast that's about terrible movies. It's called How Did This Get Made? And basically, we take an awful movie, or let's say, okay, maybe awful movie is too harsh. We take a movie that has either gone spectacularly wrong or is genuinely terrible in a great, like The Room or Birdemic.
Or Troll 2.
Or Troll 2, but or movies that are like, have just gone wrong, like Smurfs or Green Lantern or
Pluto Nash.
That was the recent one we did that we all were like, we usually go in and are like, oh my God, this was so funny or this was so crazy. We all sat there trying to be like, what was happening in this movie? Like, who were these people? Who were they to each other? What did this piece of dialogue even mean? Why did they set everything from front to back? It's on the moon. Sometimes there appears to be gravity. Sometimes there doesn't. The movie is mental.
I love that you're also finding continuity errors with Pluto Nash.
No, we are like literally. I felt like the movie made me feel like I was on drugs.
Sure.
Like kids who are doing that thing where they're like smoking bath salts or like purifying Purell to drink, just to get drunk. Just attempt to watch The Adventures of Pluto Nash
on Netflix.
and like all of your teeth will fall out and you'll go insane.
I love it. There should be a Faces of Pluto Nash campaign where they show people looking
just
normal
reaction
and regular
shots
and happy
to Pluto
before.
Nash. Yeah, because it really just is like, why? What is happening?
Why subject yourself to that, though? Why make...
so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. It's so fun to watch. I mean, watch
Before the
Battlefield
podcast,
Earth,
though, you were like that's a guilty pleasure kind of thing?
Oh, yeah. I feel like if you're sitting home on a Saturday afternoon and Battlefield Earth is on and you're like, okay, John Travolta, this is what you want to do? You want to play a 7-foot-tall alien with dreadlocks? I 100% want to watch this.
Hey, sometimes he's got to do some nonfiction as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jason, absolute pleasure to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for indulging my Diablo habit.
Hey,
I appreciate it.
Good luck with the game.
I think you're phenomenal in the movie as well. You guys, The Dictator opens in theaters tomorrow. I gotta go back to Diablo. Oh, go watch something else, and then there's some apps or something. Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
Summer travel season is almost here, but don't worry. We've put together a list of some of the best new travel apps to help you hit the road. Let's say you'd like to take a trip down to the eastern seaboard this summer, but you have no idea what kind of sights can be found along the way. Well, start planning ahead with Stuck on Earth. As a photo-based world travel guide, Stuck on Earth will show you the world one amazing photo at a time. Your experience is themed based on one of 3 personalities chosen when you first fire up the app. For example, selecting photographer gives you access to an ebook with photography tips. Photographs are crowdsourced and geotagged through websites like Flickr. Curated lists allow you to see the best photos in certain categories. While searching, create personalized trips that will save images for offline use while you're on the road. See all the world has to offer for free with Stuck on Earth on the iOS. Next, check out what kind of climate to expect on your East Coast vacation with the instant weather app Dark Sky. The result of a successful Kickstarter project, Dark Sky was created with a focus on making live weather prediction more accurate and easier to understand. The app pulls data from the National Weather Service. It's then processed and turned into gorgeous real-time animations that predict where it's most likely to rain in the next hour. An interactive graph at the bottom of the screen allows you to slide the timeline, showing you when and where there's going to be a downpour. Always be prepared after downloading Dark Sky for $4 in the iTunes App Store. Finally, make it to your plane to Disney World on time with some help from ultimate travel companion, Flight Plus. Flight Plus lets you keep track of any flight in the world in real time. Detailed information is available for everything from weather forecasts and terminal maps to airline Twitter feeds. Stay informed by saving important flights and setting up alerts to let you know of any last-minute changes. Pick up Flight Plus for only $3 on your iPhone or snag the HD version for $5 and never feel lost at the airport again. So whether you're planning a trip to Epcot Center or wherever the wind takes you, hit the pavement a little more prepared with these handy new travel apps.
It is time to attack these things that get you places. Now, traditional skateboards are cool and all, but they haven't really changed in the last 40 years. Enter the next evolution of the board, the surf skate. At first glance, it looks exactly like a standard skateboard, but it's got one big difference. The front trucks rotate 360 degrees for better maneuverability and a smooth ride that feels like you're surfing on the pavement. And based on its brotastic footage, t-shirts are apparently optional when riding the surf skate. Head over to surfskate.com and check out their boards for up to $259. Now, if rotating trucks don't get you going, maybe fewer wheels will rev up your engine like the one-wheel electric scooter from Rhino Motors. I love this. You will forget all about that second wheel once you hit the streets with this unicycle on steroids. Much like a Segway, the Rhino Cycle uses a gyroscope to keep itself upright and can reach a max speed of up to 20 miles per hour. I want to get one of these for the show to try out. Me and Sarah, that would be fun. Rhino expects to ship this bike later this year, but you can pre-order yours now for $4,500. But maybe you're looking for something that doesn't have any wheels at all. Then the flying hovercraft is just what the doctor ordered. The hover wing can reach speeds of up to 70 miles per hour thanks to its turbocharged propeller engine and has a 160-mile range. But let's be honest, we only care about the flying part, and it can reach heights of up to 20 feet. Coolest thing ever! While the flying hovercraft is very awesome, it's also very expensive. So unless you're willing to throw down $190,000, you probably won't be driving one anytime soon. Stay tuned. We'll show you how to help dudes row across the Arctic and save sharks. Fun Dip is right after this. This guy's about to try a double front flip on skis. So what happens next? Does he stick the landing? Does he lose his skis in midair? Or does he fail miserably and land on his face? Find out when we return. This guy's about to try a double front flip on skis. So what happens next? Does he stick the landing? Does he lose his skis in midair? Or does he fail miserably and land on his face? Sure, the flip was a failure, but his swan dive was perfect. What do sharks sharks the Arctic and comic books have in common? What? You can fund them! Oh! Money may not buy happiness, but it sure can kickstart some killer projects. First up, if you thought Uncharted Exploration was dead, look no further than this Indiegogo campaign. Adventure filmmaker Scott Mortensen has teamed up with athletes Neil Mueller, Colin West, and Paul Ridley to conquer what they describe as the last great first, rowing across the Arctic Ocean.
This is bigger than Everest. Arctic row has never been done before, so it presents a whole new set of challenges, from gear to route to teamwork, ingenuity, innovation. It's bigger than Everest.
The group calls themselves Team Arctic Row, and with your help, they hope to film a doc detailing the science and adventure encountered in this voyage.
Yeah, we have a really unique opportunity here on this expedition to pass through one of the most pristine ecosystems and environments on Earth.
The route that we're doing actually was frozen year-round, even up until only 7 years ago. So it really will put a spotlight on climate change, and it'll let viewers at home actually experience what we'll experience out there as well.
But before Team Arctic Row shoves off, one thing is still left to be determined: the money.
Rowing across an ocean is expensive, and without the help from Indiegogo and our sponsors, we simply wouldn't be able to do this expedition. The boat, the route information, the weather information, all the kit that goes on it, it's more than we can afford.
Just $30 will get your name in the film's credits, and $500 will get you a satellite phone call while they traverse the ocean. So if you want to see Team Arctic Row explore the unknown, go to Indiegogo.com and show your support. Next up, homework? Ugh, no. If you remember cringing at a signed reading, check out this graphic textbook on Kickstarter.com. It comes from the minds at Reading with Pictures, a nonprofit founded by award-winning comic creator Josh Elder. Since 2009, the organization has worked to improve education by creating something students will want to read and teachers will want to teach.
We think that the comics medium is fundamentally more engaging, more efficient, and more effective at communicating just about anything than prose by itself.
From math and science to language, arts, and history, this comic is aimed at breaking educational barriers for kids in grades 3 through 6.
Comics can reach otherwise unreachable students. There's value there, and people know that. But this is something way beyond anything else on the market right now. So we need to prove that it's a real thing. And that's why we're going to Kickstarter.
All money raised goes toward funding the textbook's production. Plus, you can score some pretty cool stuff for contributing.
We're selling the book itself. So we've got some amazing premium rewards, like signed books by cartoonists like Mike Mignola of Hellboy, original art from artists like Jill Thompson of The Sandman. So no matter what you're interested in, we've got something for you.
If the graphic textbook is funded, digital and print formats will be released in the spring of 2013. So do the kids stuck in class a favor and check out this Kickstarter campaign. And finally, if you love the likes of our ocean-dwelling friends, kick a couple bucks towards this campaign. Almost 40 million sharks are killed by humans every year. One man looking to change this statistic is Neil Hammerschlag, the founder and director of the University of Miami's R.J. Dunlap Conservation Program.
Sharks are facing a barrage of different threats: direct fishing, or destroying their habitat, their nursery grounds, polluting their water, or catching them for fun. So they need all the help they can get.
And with your contributions, Neil plans to help by studying migration patterns and feeding locations. With this information, sharks can be protected by making these areas marine reserves.
Satellite tags track the real-time movements of the sharks and identify those important spots. The problem is these tags are really expensive. We decided to reach out to the public, and we figured it's a great way to help people get involved. I mean, what's cooler than satellites and sharks?
Just $5 will get you an official thanks from the University of Miami. And if you have deep pockets, pledge $1,000 and you can join Neil in Florida for a day of shark tagging.
People can literally see where their money goes because they're going to be able to track the sharks on our website in near real time.
So visit Neil's campaign on petridish.org. A few small contributions can have one huge impact. Now put your money where your mouse is and click some cash towards these campaigns. And a very special congratulations are in order.
Yes.
The graphic textbook on Kickstarter.com just met its funding goal.
Yay!
Well done.
But there are a bunch of awesome rewards still up for grabs, so keep contributing.
Oh, Twitter wall.
Twitter.
How would we ever live without you?
How would we?
Let's
What do we
see,
got?
the true Brett. Who knew having Kevin just play Diablo 3 in the background could be so compelling? Is it really that compelling?
Yeah, I disagree, but...
Kevin, how's it going?
What's up?
How's it going?
Diablo, it's great.
How are you doing?
Huh?
How are you doing
Killing
in the game?
stuff left and right. Boom, boom, and then
Awesome.
the spells and boo, whatever.
That's not compelling. I don't know what is.
What did they say? They said this is compelling?
Yes.
Oh, that speaks volumes about our show, doesn't it?
Anyways, for that tweet, you're getting this awesome collection of Game of Thrones swag.
It includes new items from HBO's online store, including shirts, a House Greyjoy hoodie, a House Stark drinking glass, a replica dragon egg, and the first season on Blu-ray.
Yes. If you want to be a part of the show and end up on our Twitter wall, tweet us at AOTS or use the hashtag AOTS. And now it's time for tomorrow's news today.
Or at the very least, today's news today.
Yeah.
Get over there.
Okay, it's time to start the feed.
All the news you need to know.
It's Tuesday, May 15th, and here are your top stories. The financial world is wetting itself over Facebook's impending IPO. So here's the latest on this decade's overhyped tech stock. The social network filed for an extra 50 million shares yesterday, which will now be priced around $34 to $38 a pop. Sources say Facebook is looking to raise a grand total of $14.7 billion at a valuation of over $100 billion. With such an inflated number, some investors are crying a bubble, but that's not stopping old people. No, CNN is reporting that retirees in Florida are chomping at the bit to get their hands on the hot stock that all them youngins are into. But don't delay. Buy today, as they're expected to close the spigot on stock purchases earlier than expected, with the official NASDAQ opening this Friday. But seriously, you guys, don't buy anything. The chances of you getting rich off this thing that everyone else thinks will make them rich, it's close to nil. I'm sorry. For years, George Lucas's rich party-pooping neighbors have been preventing him from building a kick-ass 300,000 square foot movie studio on his estate. But now he has had enough and he's getting revenge. He'd been trying for over 25 years to get the massive all-inclusive complex built on his property in Marin County, California. Despite the land being open for subdivisions, the neighbors poo-pooed the idea, saying it would bring unwanted traffic to the area. So what's George's response? Develop the area for low-income and senior housing. Yeah! Take that, rich people! And finally, if you told me J.J. Abrams and Jon Favreau were teaming up to create a TV show, I'd say shut your face, no way. But dreams do come true. Check out this first look at the upcoming NBC show, Revolution.
The kids are great. You want to talk to Charlie? Charlie. What is going on?
We don't have much time.
Benjamin, what's up?
Where have you been?
It's all gonna turn off.
What?
It's gonna turn off and it will never, ever turn back on.
What the hell is going on?
We used electricity for everything, even to grow food and pump water. But after the blackout, nothing worked. Not even car engines or jet turbines, hell, even batteries, all of it, gone forever. Governments fell. Militias and generals and warlords rose up. So, what the hell happened?
Take it. Don't let anybody know that you have it. If anything happens to me, just keep it safe. Do you understand?
Yes, please. Revolution premieres Monday nights on NBC this fall. I am Sarah Underwood. You have just been fed. Now back over to the host who's not playing video games.
Oh. Hey. Oh, G4 is the official broadcaster of E3. We'll have breaking news, game demos, and commercial-free press conferences. E3 2012 Live, presented by Papa John's, begins June 4th. Check out g4tv.com/E3 for more info. No, I would love some Papa John's right now, though. Yum, with the garlic sauce. Hey, want to watch any video format without hassle? Okay, well, today's Web Tools has your back. The feed is brought to you by the General Automobile Insurance Services. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Host of the Webby Awards and all-around funny man Patton Oswalt drops by live. Then we rate the Apogee Jam and Mike. Will this plug-and-play set make you a rock god? Find out in Gadget Prawn. And in Galactopedia, we find out if life existed on Mars 1 billion years ago.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7.
Is your PC refusing to play a video from your buddy's Mac? Is YouTube telling you that your video is going to take a whole day to upload? Well, MPEG's Stream Clip is here to save the day. MPEG Stream Clip has been used for years now by video professionals, but you don't have to be a pro to convert video like a boss. After you download the program, throw pretty much any video file at it. QuickTime, AVI, MKV, this program can do it all. Let's say you want to compress that home video to be small enough for YouTube, but you don't want it to look like crap. First, select Export to QuickTime from the File menu, and the Movie Exporter window will pop up. In here, you can take your pick of video format, frame size, and audio codec. In this case, we'll go with H.264 720p and AAC audio. To control the file size, check Limit Data Rate and input your desired bit rate. MPEG Stream Clip will instantly tell you how big your file will be. If it's still too large, simply lower the bit rate. Once that's done, just save your settings as a preset and click Make Movie. After a few minutes, your wonderful memories are converted and ready to upload. MPEG Stream Clip can also convert that home movie to play on your iPhone, iPad, or virtually any device. MPEG Stream Clip is freeware and available for both PC and Mac. You can download it by going to squared5.com and get ready to convert video like a pro.
Good show. Yes. Thanks to Chris Gore, Jason Mantzoukas, and the Devil. And you, Sarah Underwood. Good night.
All right, we're clear, guys.
Good night. Bye. Good night. See you later. Good show. Bye. Bye, Andy. Bye. Kisses.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.